let's just get right into it. This insurance market's crazy right now. We got premiums increasing like nobody's business. We're coming off of a tough couple of years with COVID. And so now everybody wasn't driving. Nothing was really happening. And now all of a sudden, everybody's driving. People forgot how to drive. And then we had the freeze in 2020. And then we about froze again last year. And then, of course, started hurricanes and everything. Kind of deep dive a little bit more into why the insurance prices are going to what they are.
Hey, if you don't think there's going to be a lot of driving, we don't think there's going to be a lot of accidents, everything should be fine. The insurance company as a whole bet on it. They refunded premiums. They gave money back. Turns out that they were hoping that people were going to get back out on the road and just kind of pick up where they left off. But like we've seen, more people have more crashes, more accidents, bigger crashes, bigger accidents, right? Just because of how expensive these cars are. Backup cameras are $2,000, right? Whenever you're talking about sensors on the back of your bumper side, that's another $3,000 before they actually end up bringing in someone to calibrate it correctly. I mean, shoot, didn't we have a customer a little while ago, I believe, that had a catalytic converter just stolen out of the car?
Oh yeah, that's just been a crazy issue lately as well. You can see it on the news every night, just people stealing catalytic converters. The problem with that though is that you can protect against the catalytic converters by putting a cage on there, but nobody ever does it. That's not how the cars come. And the part of trying to get an OEM part for that car to get the catalytic converter is dang near impossible. You can't get them anymore. You can't even get a new car anymore, much less an OEM catalytic converter. And then with the amount of theft that's going on, because I think there's some platinum in there or something, man, those things are just flying off the shelf, so you can't even find them anymore. Insurance is having to kind of raise their prices to try to keep up with everything else. It doesn't cost the same to replace anything nowadays. Help is harder to find. The materials are harder to find. And so that extends your time of loss for the loss of use coverage. Yeah, and you guys can all go take a look at this as well. If you go to TDI's website, it shows you how much rate they're going up. It's all public information. So one company can go up 5%, another company go up 8%. So if you guys want to look at it, you could go to tdi.org and it will show you the rate increases and what the projected rate increases are for coming, because they have to do this months in advance. So it's not just a willy-nilly decision. So that's also why you have to make sure that you hire an actual insurance agent and not a salesperson, correct?
Our main thing is kind of teaching, talking, and tailoring through policies with customers just to make sure they have the right thing at the right situation. No one wants to pay for insurance, but everyone wants their insurance to pay for them. It's the biggest difference between an insurance agent and an insurance professional, or just a salesperson and an insurance professional.
Well, a salesperson is going to get you to buy anything because they're confident. They say the right things. They're doing the right things. They're saving you money, because insurance, let's just say the marketing is everybody's going to save money if you switch. That's just the way the insurance has kind of built the past couple of years off of their marketing. But are you actually doing the right thing? If your insurance agent can't explain to you what the limitations are for each of the things that he's actually told you or she's told you to lessen or give it higher amounts for, like the difference on the deductible, if they cannot explain to you what a wind and hail deductible is, then you probably shouldn't be doing business with them, especially here in Harris County and Houston specifically. Wind and hail isn't just hurricane. There's actually a lot of policies that separate the two. So we have thunderstorms, right? If there's a thunderstorm and it comes and it knocks that pine tree that's in the backyard onto your thing, that's a wind and hail deductible. If it's a hurricane or a named storm, just like a lot of these companies got in trouble with the freeze, if it's a named storm, that falls under a separate deductible. And if your insurance agent doesn't know that, which a lot of them don't, and a lot of them got caught with their pants around their ankles whenever the freeze happened, we got calls about it all the time too. During the freeze, pants around the ankles is not the time you want to be your pants around the ankles. Right now it's about 105 degrees outside, so heck, I think a lot of people take that right now, but...
Exactly.
But it's just asking questions and actually validating the person that you're doing business with. Everybody, it's 2022. Quick Google search will tell you if they're a good person or not a good person. If you Google insurance, you're probably not going to get a great answer, because no one goes to rave about their insurance, right?
No one wants to pay for insurance, but everyone wants their insurance to pay for them.
Yep.
It shouldn't be a order whenever you're trying to getting your insurance, done in place. It shouldn't be you telling them, "Hey, I just want home insurance. Here's my numbers." If they're not able to have like a good conversation with you about what those coverages mean, how that affects you and your family, like that's where it separates the sales from the professional.
But to me, I don't want you calling me and yelling at me whenever something happens and you have that 5% wind and hail deductible. I won't be able to sleep at night. Charles can't sleep at night because he's got a toddler, but that's a different story. I want to be able to go home at the end of the night and put my head down on my pillow and say, actually insure these people correctly the way that I would do it to myself. And I've had a claim since we've been working together, Charles. It was the easiest thing in the world. I want somebody to call me to tell me how great a claim situation went. I don't want anybody to call me to say how bad it went, because that means that I did my job wrong. Absolutely.
Insurance, if written correctly, and if calculated correctly, helps that situation become a lot more tolerable. Taking what would have been a $40,000 out-of-pocket situation or claim because of water, this, because of that, and turning that into, hey, you pay your deductible, your insurance handles the rest because you dealt with that insurance professional, someone like Spencer, someone like Portland, like those types of conversational-based individuals. It allows us to be there when it's required, versus taking that situation and saying, okay, well, hey, we would pay you $40,000 because this situation is covered. But since you decided you wanted to have this 5% deductible across the board, well, yeah, that's we're going to give you $10,000.
I kind of want to also go into it. You don't hire us to save you money on the front end. You hire us to save your ass on the back end. You hire us to make sure that in a case of a claim, you are covered. Your family is covered. We did what we say we're going to do. That's why you hire us. That's why we don't hire some of the other people out there. Our biggest referral source is a bad claims experience from a different company. It's just that the contract wasn't explained correctly. In the time of need, they weren't there. And that's what we're here for. We're selling service as much as we're selling a product as well. So if you can't use this product in insurance, then don't hire. If you don't want to use it, you don't have any anticipated doing it, then you don't have to hire us. You can hire us based on price, and it's fine, it's whatever. But if you want somebody there whenever something's going to happen to you, that's why you hire us. Make sure that everything goes correctly. That's my story. I said what I said. Yeah, man, if you like this, this is the first time we're doing this. We are McDade Insurance. We're a local insurance brokerage here in Spring, Texas. We are going to be sitting here spitting facts, helping people understand the insurance world, and we're just going to be sitting here dwelling on it until it happens. So we'll talk to you guys soon.